All right, what's good, y'all? We on our 49th episode. Get ready for the 50th coming out soon. But anyways, let's focus on this one. So, welcome to Film Pod, where we break down films in the way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place. And to my left, virtually in the right place as well, I got my boy Isaiah ZBB Aramia. How you doing, sir?
I forgot to get my. Hold on. I forgot to do the set. Right, ready? Hold on. Ready? Reveal. Whoa.
Oh.
I just thought about it right now. Instead of people seeing
First
my.
thing I saw was Groot.
Yeah.
First thing I saw was Groot.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Groot right there. All right.
Is that Lego Groot?
Yeah, it is Lego Groot. Yeah. Phil, I'm doing incredible. All right, I'm doing incredible. I'm over the moon. I just got back from a trip from New York, which was a blast. Did a lot of walking, did a lot of hanging out, did a lot of the normal nerd stuff. Grand Central Station, I'm in there. I'm looking at my little brother. I'm like, this is where you fight Mr. Negative in Spider-Man PS4. Don't you remember? I'm doing all that little nerd stuff. But bro,
wow.
Look, that's cool and all, but something bigger happened while I was in New York. A big deal to me personally. Something that's very important. All right. There was a PlayStation event, a PlayStation State of Play, where they unveil tons of new games. And let's just say a lot of them spoke to me, right? There's some that were great, whatever. For those that care, for those that are interested, opening with Kena Scars of Cosmora was already a big deal for me as someone who loves the first game so much. I geeked. It wasn't even on my radar. It popped up, like, her staff, and I literally yelled. I was like, no way. Like, I didn't think about that at all. So, cool, whatever. Like, that was awesome. A couple other stuff got announced, some cool Metal Gear Volume 2 collection, whatever, new Silent Hill with a black guy, which people were very racist about, which was never fun, but I'm excited that there's a cool new Silent Hill game with a new protagonist coming out. That's really cool. I saw a tweet, and I thought it was funny. Everyone was like, no way, there's a black guy in Silent Hill, when we all know he'd run the other way. And I'm like,
yeah,
Phil's made that joke before.
That's true.
Phil was right. This is a thing that I didn't know. I did not know that was a thing. Like, actually.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't know that would the word be a stereotype? Or, like, I didn't know that was just, like, a thing that was specifically targeted towards black people. I didn't know it was like, yeah, black people, they never go in the direction of danger. Like,
yeah, we don't.
That's
Literally,
like,
that is,
but that's exclusive to your people. Like, that's not...
not exclusive, but it's like I feel like any common sense person, if they see danger, obviously they're going the other way. But black people specifically, like me,
right.
I'm known to be like that guy. Like, I'm known to be the guy to go like, yo, that don't look.
Nah, let's get out of here.
I'm literally the SpongeBob meme. Nah, I'm gonna head out because literally that's what we do, bro. That's why in video games, if you guys didn't know me before, I streamed before. A lot of times, whenever I was streaming, I play a lot of video games. I do a lot of watch parties, and one video game, a lot of times, once a month. I would let the viewers choose a game. And the games they would always choose were horror games. And I'd be mad because I have to play them. And anytime I play them, I'd always be like, nah, I ain't doing that. And we'd sit for 15 minutes while I'm trying to figure out a way how to do anything else but go through that dark room because I knew I had to go through that. And everybody would be so mad. I'd be like, nah, I ain't doing that. I already know something's going to pop out. I'm going the other way. And I'd waste everybody's time. I'd do everything.
Well, now, Phil, you have a Silent Hill game you have to play because it's like, you got to do it, my guy. You have to do it. But that was great. What?
If the comments, if people comment down, if we get 100 comments, I'll do it. If we get 10 comments, I'll say that. If we get 10 comments, if we get 10 comments, I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm holding you to that. I'm gonna make 10 accounts and I'm gonna comment under the video.
I hate you.
Anyways, a new Castlevania game, which I've never played before. I've always wanted an excuse to play a Castlevania game, so cool, whatever. But now here's the three big things, and I'm gonna say the first two because one of them is movie related, which will go into the news. But the other two, I was jumping up and down, screaming over. All right. So the end of the showcase, you get the freaking Sony Santa Monica Studios logo. All right. If you don't know, that's the creator of God of War. All right. Then a 1 pops up with the God of War logo. And you're like, holy crap, they're remaking the first one. This was key. I was jumping. I was freaking out. Then you get a 2. And you're like, what? like then I was confused. Like, I was actually like, okay, are they just doing a bundle remaster collection? Cool. That's awesome still. Then they pull up a 3. And I'm like, holy crap, what's happening? Then you get the logo, fire everywhere, God of War trilogy. And I'm like, dude, this is going to be peak. Awesome. Bundle it in 1 box. I'm so excited. And then they give you a 2-second delay. Then they hit you with the remake. And I freaking I went out of my seat. It's like the Vince McMahon meme where he's like, and then he slowly explodes. That was literally me. And then they shadow dropped another God of War game. That's a 2D, old style pixel art looking style game. I'm playing it. I'm only an hour in. I'm enjoying it. I'm not crazy obsessed with it, but I like it fine. But here's the real kicker, Phil. Here's the real thing that I think is more relatable to our audience. My dream game got announced during that showcase. All right, my dream game. All right, let me paint you a picture. You open with a man at a tailor. Getting a suit all fitted, trimming it, cutting it down, some cool dialogue, and then you get little clips of a man going to town fighting, and my friend hits me with the is this John Wick? And then I screamed. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I saw his face. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's doing the moves. He's doing the little gun reload. He's doing all that. I'm like, are they doing this? Is this real? And then you get his face. And I'm now like, is it Keanu? Is it Keanu doing it? And then he hits the, yeah. And I freaking went, oh! Like, it was so perfect. Picture perfect, genuinely. Then they show a little bit of gameplay, which didn't show a lot, but still. Like, man, that's the first thing I want to talk about in the news, is they're making a John Wick video game that not only is it like a John Wick video game, it's a prequel that Keanu Reeves is returning to reprise his role, and the director, I always butcher his last name.
Stahelski or something?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Like, they're there. Like, he's actively involved in development. What the heck? And a prequel? Pre-dog? This is not a retired John Wick. This is the Baba Yaga John Wick, you know?
Baba Yaga.
That's insane. Like, that's... Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Man? Anyways, that was my week. That was awesome.
Bro, they just understand the assignment when it comes to John Wick, bro. Like, you already know the fans love John Wick. You know they're going to be there. I mean, I know Ballerina received questionable, like, views and everything, but still, fans still showed out. Like, the John Wick fans still showed out. And you know it's still going to be insane when John Wick 5 comes out. But the fact that they came up with a prequel video game, which, I mean, everybody, we all wanted that. I literally saw before, when I used to play Fortnite sometimes, everybody would always say, I just want a video game with John Wick. So when I saw that trailer pop up on my phone, I went, they're making a John Wick video game? And when I found out it was a prequel, I was like, oh, you win.
It's perfect, bro. He works so well, and I think it's important. They've made a John Wick video game before. It's not what I would have wanted. But I respect it. It's something different. It's definitely not what I would have wanted, but cool. Good. Hey, John Wick Hex team, I'm forgetting who developed it. Respect to you, much love to you. This is what I want, though. Like, I want full AAA, third-person action, John Wick fighting. Like, that's awesome. So, just that I was over the moon about for probably still right now, actually. I'm still actively watching the trailers and just kind of hanging out, having a good time, you know. Great time to be a gamer, respectfully. Great time to be a gamer, for sure.
I'm happy for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else?
No, that's it, Phil. I want to hear how you're doing and what your news is.
Hey, I'm doing good, man. It's cold, and that's all I've been asking for, so I can wear a little bit of more sweater weather type stuff. Sadly, it is raining, but it's good for California. But either way, I got some news.
All right.
I got some news. I got some pretty good news. And I think you are going to be excited about this, too. I don't know how much, but I'm very excited.
Yeah.
The trailer for Spider Noir came out.
Oh, yeah.
And, bro, it looks pretty good.
Okay.
It looks pretty good.
Can I be honest with you?
I wanted to talk to you about it.
Can I be honest with you right now? And I'm sorry to kill your day. I actually didn't watch the trailer.
Oh, okay.
But I saw a lot of clips and like looking at the people they have and some of the shots and dude, yeah. I couldn't have been more wrong. Like, genuinely. I was so like, nah, I don't think this is gonna be good. They don't know what they're doing. This is unnecessary. Whatever. Well, I was shut up very quickly. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I think it's a shoo-in to be peak. I do think it will be good, actually. Like, I'm a lot more optimistic now. I'm like, yeah, you know what? There's vision here. There's sauce going on, and I'm excited for it, actually. I'm genuinely excited for it.
I was a little bit... Because I did like it. I mean, it's Spider-Man. I have a little bias there. But the only thing that troubles me a little bit with it is the mood that they're going for with it. Because, once again, if you guys haven't seen my trailer reaction...
Go watch it.
You go watch it, first off, but... I am a fan of Spider Noir. I'm a fan of Spider-Man Noir. I'm a fan because the first time I, heard about Spider-Man Noir was in the video game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. It's one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man video games. If you guys don't know, I'll give you a quick summary. It's basically about the original Spider-Man running into Mysterio in a museum, breaking an artifact that gives Mysterio actual powers. And this powers gives Mysterio multi-dimensional powers that brings together these 4 different versions of Spider-Man. You have the original, you have the symbiote Spider-Man, you have Spider-Man Noir, and you have Spider-Man 2099. All 4 of them need to get the different pieces of the artifacts together in their own different universes and put them back together so that they can go back to their universes. My favorite levels, because there's 3 of each, my favorite levels were the Spider-Man Noir levels.
Yeah, they were like black and white, right?
They were black and white, the villains were scary as heck, and... I think that was the first game that introduced the stealth missions like Batman Arkham games. I think so. If I got that wrong, please let me know.
Like before Arkham or after, you mean?
I feel like it was before Arkham.
No, because Arkham came out in 2009, 7.
I think this came out in 2000. Okay, then you know what? If it was, I think Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions came out in 2009, maybe 2008 or 2009. So maybe it was Arkham beforehand. But no matter what, I'm gonna say it was the same type of system method as the Arkham games. But no matter what, that's what made me get into Spider Noir and made me really love him. Because I thought, bro.
No, keep going.
What's up? Okay, I just really thought it was cool that one, I love Spider-Man, two, I love Batman, and I got the best of both worlds with Spider-Man Noir. Like, he literally seems like Batman and Spider-Man mixed together, which kind of is. But Spider Noir kind of has that feeling, but it also seems a little bit silly, a little bit more like fun, which I think that's what you have to do with this.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that, but I'm a little bit thrown off. And it's not a bad thing, it's just that I'm going with the flow. I'm going to see, like, what this show is going to be like and what it's supposed to give us. But the reason why I also want to bring this up in the news is because there was news that came out on Twitter from, I think it was Coach Craig, one of those sites discussing film, that there will be Easter eggs in the show. Once again, rumor about the Spider-Verse from Spider-Verse movies.
Oh, like you think they're connected to like Into and Across?
Into and Across. Once again, this is a rumor, but if that is true, that is awesome. Because watching it, I'm already saying to myself, why is this with Amazon Prime Video? And I'm not mad about it. I love Amazon Prime Video, but why is it specifically here? Like, what does this have to do with it? Because it's a Spider Noir TV series. It's right after this, we have your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, I think. Not maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day or something, but this is the first Spider-Man project we've had in a while. Why is this coming out now at the time it is with Amazon Prime Video? And then hearing that rumor come up, has Easter eggs to Spider-Verse. Something's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be anything crazy, but there's going to be something there.
Do we know timeline-wise, is this before or after?
I want to say this is before, because he's in the trailer. It seemed like this was when he was developing his powers.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like this is going to be right before he like gets transported over to Miles' universe and into the Spider-Verse. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this is just us getting to know Nicolas Cage's Spider Noir. But I think that's awesome. If it doesn't connect to anything, I don't care.
Oh,
but
yeah,
the fact
for sure.
But the fact that we got a rumor that there could be Easter eggs to Spider-Verse, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I agree, yeah. Really quick correction. Yes, Asylum came out in 2009, Shattered Dimensions 2010, so just a year out.
Okay.
Still, not really matter. Just anyone in the comments trying to be like, they don't know they're bringing him out. Here's an immediate correction for you. Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah, dude, Spider Noir, I think looks awesome. I hope it hits. When is it coming out again? May?
Comes out May...
April?
May 27th.
Bro,
May 27th.
They need to chill out with these TV shows, bro. We're going to be eating good. Freaking March, April, May, and February. No. When does Born Again come out? March also?
I think it does come out. No. Does it start or end in March?
Because I can't remember. Because no way it's next week, right? Like, I feel like there'd be a little bit more...
That's crazy. I don't think it's next week.
So no, it's end of March. End of March. It's the same week as Invincible when Invincible comes out. So
that is nuts.
We're eating Invincible, Daredevil, Darth Maul, Spider Noir, and The Boys. What the heck is happening? That's 5 TV shows.
Shout out to your Darth Maul trailer reaction. You did a good job on that.
Thanks.
Like, low-key, you put me onto the show.
Yes.
And I was already feeling it when I saw the trailer, but I saw the trailer your way. Like, I didn't actually watch the trailer.
Oh, really?
I was watching it with your commentary, and I was laughing my butt off. Like,
dude, it looks awesome.
Shout out to Izzy for his Darth Maul trailer reaction.
Dude,
you guys need to check it out.
Hold on. They dropped a Mandalorian and Grogu trailer today. I don't know if you watched it. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I don't want any more spoilers.
I won't spoil anything. I'm a little bit more sold now. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
I heard there's a character from Clone Wars that also is in it, and I went, hey, the more Clone Wars characters you guys keep giving me, the better. Like when Cad Bane was in Boba Fett, I went nuts.
Yeah, crazy. And then they just freaking butcher it completely, and I was mad. Him, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wait. So you don't want to get spoiled, but did you see the thing from the trailer though?
The character, the Clone Wars character?
No. Like, come on, you had to have seen this.
I literally have been doing a good job of staying away from everything.
Oh my gosh, oh man, I feel like we should talk about it though. Like it's the weirdest thing like ever. Actually, I'm not even kidding. It's so weird that this is happening. Can I please tell you?
You know, fine.
Okay. Martin Scorsese is in this movie and he's playing a character.
Okay. I heard about that. My bad.
Mr. MCU is evil or whatever? What the heck? You're in Star Wars, arguably an even worse franchise if we're talking about like how they corporatized it. Like, come on, like what?
Hey,
soft spot. Hey.
No. I'm not. I'm just like, hey. Apparently, Star Wars ain't on that level to him, but I guess the MCU just. I don't know.
Maybe it's because the MCU's never asked. Okay. Maybe if the MCU was like, hey, you want to be in our movie? Like, he would have been like, oh, hell yeah, I'll do it. Why not? I'll be one of your Marvel flicks.
He's like, hey, you want to be Kingpin?
Yeah. Oh, I'd do it. I would do it. So funny. And that, like, was just weird. I think the cast already is really weird with, like, Jeremy Allen White playing a Hutt. I'm like, what the heck is happening? That was weird, too. Like, what is happening? But anyways, that was cool. There are a couple other stuff that I think they've already shown, but we don't have to talk about it. Just some really cool Star Wars stuff. And I'm really excited to watch a Star Wars movie in May.
Oh, yeah. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. All right, Phil, you want to move into the what you've been watching section now?
Yes, sir. Do you want to go first, or
sure.
should I go first?
I'll go first. I rewatched something, and I watched something new. All right,
Ooh,
2 movies.
Okay.
I rewatched because I was feeling it. I rewatched John Wick 4.
Oh.
I've never properly reviewed this movie. I don't think. Yeah, no, because this came out in 2023. But I do have notes on it, because I remember wanting to talk to a friend about it after I watched it, so I was writing stuff on my phone. I do still have it. Okay. So I still have my notes from 2 years ago when I watched this movie by myself, Friday night release. I sat in a crowded theater. It was awesome. And when I watched it initially, I was like, that's the best movie I've ever seen. Like, hands down, that is my favorite action movie of all time. That is the coolest movie of all time. It's the best John Wick movie. And I'm gonna be so for real, it still holds up. Like, I still hold that. I think the 3-hour runtime is perfect. I think it's really long, but every fight scene tops itself, so I'm never not interested. I think the story, outside of maybe one, is the best in the series, like, hands down. To be fair, they do all kind of tell the same, but, like, I think that part of it is the best. I think visually, it's utterly stunning. Like, I genuinely can't think of a movie that looks as good as that movie. Maybe Dune. Like, that's the caliber that comes to my mind, is this top-tier sci-fi movie compared to this freaking just action movie that has unnecessary amounts of sauce. The use of color in that movie, by the way, it's just...
I knew you would talk about it.
I love it. I love John Wick 4 so much. So rewatching it again, I was like, is this going to still be a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5 star movie for me? And yeah, 100%, not even a question. It's not even a question. But I wrote in my notes, what a freaking movie, holy crap. First, why the heck did everything look so freaking good? Like, the cinematography and the locations and the style of it was all literally some of the best I've ever seen. I'm trying to look at, holy freaking balls, all the action too. My friend definitely being the fight in Paris, that was insane. My favorite definitely being the fight in Paris. Yeah, that holds up. You know, I like the Japan fight actually more than I initially did. When I first watched it, I was like, I'm getting kind of frustrated with these armor suit guys. Like, I feel like it takes too long for him to kill them. Watching it again, I was like, nah, this is so cool. I'm dumb. Also, the fight in Japan, it was awesome, but definitely the standout was the one-on-one with the swords. That was literally just explosion, emoji, explosion, emoji, explosion, emoji. I cannot believe I live in a world where the dude that directed this movie is directing a movie based on Ghost of Tsushima. Chad, whatever your last name is, you are the director. Yeah, well, this is what I wrote in my notes. Chad, whatever your last name is, you are the director. I love you. And then I said the ending was perfect. Also, how did they make a whole scene with them playing a game of cards so engaging?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie. That and the fight scene that follows it. That's my favorite part of the movie.
It's so good. It's just like chef's kiss good. I recently watched Kill Bill, which I reviewed, and I love Kill Bill. I think it's incredible, and I understand why so many people love it.
Yep.
I think John Wick is my favorite action movie, like, ever. I think it's just so, like, it's what I want more of, you know? I like the whole, like, holding the gun like this, and the, like, really intense, like, I don't know. There's just something about it that, I think the one thing that threw me off on Kill Bill is everything felt so weightless, and I think that was definitely intentional. Like, that's, like, a style choice, not necessarily, like, the movie's poor quality or anything. Definitely, like, everyone, like, the swords, you can feel they're fake. Like, it's so obviously fake. And, like, dudes are just, like, getting, like, bleh, you know, like, all cut up. Like, it's super over the top because it's supposed to, like, simulate, like, a samurai movie. And, like, I love it for that, but there's just something about the John Wick movies that I'm just like, yeah, I love the whole gun fu thing. I think it's so cool. But holding on to that same thing, I finally watched Extraction, the first one, for the first time. Yeah, I did.
Here we go.
Yeah, so I think it's good. I really like it. The action is awesome.
Yep.
Dude, Chris Hemsworth beats up, like, 5 kids, like, and that's, like, a fight scene where he's just beating the crap out of these kids, and I was laughing, like profusely. I was like, what is happening? Like, he's throwing them at the car and freaking, like, punching them in the face. I'm like, these are children, what are you doing? But anyways, that was just a really absurd scene, but I think the movies are awesome, genuinely. I don't like it as much as the second one, for sure. I think the second one is better, but the first one is sick. Like, the first one has the gun fu elements that I love so much from John Wick. I think it's definitely, like, a setting thing, like, the whole, like dirty graininess of, I forget where in India they are, but, like that style I'm not, like, super a fan of, but I just think the movie is awesome. Like, I think it's such this is the kind of movie I could watch for the rest of my life. You know, they're just so fun to watch and so easy to watch.
Extraction is insane, bro.
It's
like,
awesome, yeah.
I like the first one. I did not expect the second one to have as much sauce as it did.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I never, like, at first, when I finished Extraction, I was like, okay, that was nice. I can't wait to see another one. Because I heard that they were trying to make this into a thing with, like, Netflix was. And at first, I was nervous because I was like, oh, this is probably going to suck. It's probably not going to be all that. And then when I watched it, I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then when the second one came out, I'm, like, excited. When I see the trailer, I went, this might be my favorite action trailer of all time. This might. Like, that one shot going from under the prison to into the prison yard and then boom, 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 I went, what? And then when that actually happened in the movie, I went, huh?
The first one has a really unique one-shot scene. I forget how it starts, but at some point it starts following the perspective of the like enemy, essentially, like just some henchman, and you're like following him as he's going through these corridors and opening these doors, and it's like, oh, dude, like this is like it plays like a horror movie. Because he's slowly moving around, and you know this guy's gonna die. Like, this isn't, like, some main character. Like, it kind of blew my mind, because I was genuine, like, that's so genius, and I love, like, I wouldn't expect something like that in a movie like this, that I feel like you could argue is very, like, brain-dead dad movie. But I was just like, dude, that's so cool, and I thought that was freaking awesome. The scene when, Chris Hemsworth takes on all the guys in that house when the kid is initially there, when he's like kicking down the door and he's just freaking murking the dudes. So awesome. And then the twist with spoilers with David Harbour's character, I thought was really well done. And I thought that entire section, like, it really impressed me, because that movie I'm not looking for writing. Respectfully, I don't care. Like, I'm just like, I want fights. But the writing was really strong, and I kind of got connected with Tyler Rake, which is so, like, such a funny name in my opinion. That's so, like, superhero name. Anyways, like, Tyler Rake and then this kid, like, sort of connecting on that level, and then him and David Harbour's character kind of having that, like, back and forth, and it slowly escalates into this what the heck, all ending with David Harbour's character getting shot by the kid, and that being, like, his first kill or whatever. I was just, like, kind of thoroughly impressed by that. Like, I was like, that should not be in this movie, respectfully. Like, this is too good for something like this to be in this movie. And, I don't know, I really liked it a lot. I'd probably give it around a 7 out of 10. Like 3.5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. Like, it's good. I really liked it. If someone was like, oh, have you ever seen this? I'd be like, yeah, I liked it. It's good. If someone was like, would you want to watch it again with me? Yeah, 100%. They're so fun to watch. So I enjoyed it.
I need to watch the first one again, bro. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
You should. It's good. It's good. Phil,
did you have any other?
No, I've been talking too much. I want to hear. What have you been watching?
No, it's good. Bro, I really got into Game of Thrones.
Oh, he's locked.
Really got in. Like, the last time we talked, I started season 2. Started.
Yeah.
I'm on season 3, almost done with it now.
Oh my gosh, man.
Bro.
Oh my gosh.
I've been getting locked in. At first, when I started it, I was like, all right, this is a little too freaky. This is getting
too
a little
much
bit
incest.
too much.
The incest finally set in.
Season 1 was all that.
Oh.
Season 1 was all that. Season 2 and 3, bro, I'm not going to lie. I understand it now. I'm Lethal Shooter. I understand it now. Because, bro, the characters, I was thinking I'm probably not going to get too attached, because if you don't know, in season 1, a lot of some of the characters you thought you were going to love die. A lot of them. And you're like, how the heck am I supposed to like anybody now? Oh, they do a very good job with the writing in season 2 to get you really liking them. And a character that I thought everybody was overhyping, that I was like, yeah, she's cool, but she ain't going to be all that. Definitely Daenerys Targaryen. She is my favorite character right now. There's other favorite characters I got.
Oh, that's Emilia Clarke's character, right?
Yes, bro. She, in season 3, oh my gosh. Even the ending to season 2, I got goosebumps. But going into season 3, because basically, like, the thing we were talking about with the Targaryen house, they're the ones with the dragons. Like, they're the ones, she's pretty much the last Targaryen, and she has her dragons. But the coolest scene in the show in season 2 is when the dragons are growing, and she finally teaches them how to, like, shoot fire, and she can command them to shoot at certain people. So there's a crazy scene where, like, she's at her lowest, and she's trying to, like, get her own army. And there's this one guy who's selling his own slaves. They're his slaves, but they're like his army of slaves, and he treats them so badly. But they're like super expensive, and she wants to buy them. But he's like, if you want to buy them, I'm gonna need some dragons. And she's like, 1 dragon. He's like, 2, 1 dragon, 3, 1. That was negotiation. He just goes, fine, 1. So he cheats her, and he goes, well, 1 dragon isn't enough, so I'm gonna give you these, like, ones that aren't really proven yet. So they do the exchange. She gives him her dragon, and then she gets the band of slave army soldier dudes that aren't proven yet. The coolest thing is the whole time she's there, the guy is speaking a certain language, Valyrian, and it's very like you have to have like a rich tongue or a rich inheritance to know that language. She acted like she didn't know how to speak it at all, and this is in the season finale. Out of nowhere, when she gets the thing, because she has to have this like little not amulet, it doesn't control them, but it shows a sign to the like slaves that you're in charge.
Yeah.
She instantly starts speaking Valyrian, and literally as I'm sitting there, I went, she knew Valyrian the whole time? And then so after the guy who's holding the dragon, he's like, you know how to speak Valyrian? And then she goes in, she starts making all these insults to him in Valyrian, and I'm just sitting there like, wait. And then so I'm looking at the dragon who's still freaking out, and I was like, don't you dare tell me. And she just says, Dracarys. And that's the word for like kill, like sick him. And the dragon kills the dude. She doesn't just get like the slave soldier guys, she gets all of them.
That's sick.
All of them. And then so she says like, I've set you free. If you don't want to serve me, it's fine by me. You're free men. All of them stay, and all of them are just like who. And I went,
dude,
no.
That's
And
crazy.
Season 2 ends off that, and I went, yeah, she's my favorite character now. She's 1000% my favorite character. Then you get to season 3, and her dragons are doing whatever the heck they want to do, and they're just like they're calling her the mother of dragons, and I'm like, I'm just sitting there like, bro, this got to be the hardest character of all time. Not hottest, hardest character.
I heard artist. Don't worry.
Thank God.
But I also don't think a lot of people would disagree with the first thing you said too.
Well, what's up?
Hottest. I don't think a lot of people would disagree with that either. But I know you.
Okay.
Like that. Anyways.
I don't care. I just think she's so cool, bro. But it's not just that. Like that storyline. The craziest thing is they're not even going that insane on it. It's just so cool that she like the more she's doing all this stuff, the more people that were the main story keep starting to hear about it. Because at first they were like, there are no Targaryens. Yeah. Oh, I'm hearing rumors that there is a Targaryen. Oh, I'm hearing that she has dragons. Oh, wait, she has an army. Wait, we gotta start gearing up, guys. Like we're screwed. Because right now, House Lannister, whatever they're called, they're like the most powerful people, and they control like they're like the king of kings. They're in charge of King's Landing.
They are the Iron Throne right now, correct?
Yeah, they're the Iron Throne, and so they're nervous because they already lost some men and they don't have enough men, but they have like the riches and the firepower right now. Everybody else, like the House of Winterfell or something like that, like they're pretty much people that got most of the men, but they're poor. Like they don't have too much resources. But every single time they're hearing, oh, the Targaryen woman, she's getting a little more powerful. Like, and I love how they keep not giving you too many scenes on her. I know it's gonna get to that point, but I love how every episode it's just, how's that Targaryen doing? Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Her dragons are starting to grow. What are you talking about? Yeah, I think we might have to worry about her. No, let's not worry about her. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah.
They don't know that she got her soldiers, bro. They don't know.
So it's like gearing up to something probably pretty big later. I mean, I know what happens, respectfully. I do know what happens, but I won't spoil that.
Don't tell me.
I'll let you
Don't
know.
Tell me.
So everyone dies. Thanos shows up, snaps his fingers, that's it.
But that's the coolest thing about this show. Like the main story, it's literally House Lannister versus what's his name? The dude who played the dude in the Eternals, the main dude.
Okay, Harrington's character, Stark.
No, the other dude.
Oh.
I forgot his name. He's not listed here.
Is there?
Well, because Jon Snow is in his own separate thing right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's surviving with the crows or whatever. I forgot. But like the main story right now is the Lannisters versus the Starks. But it's the main head Stark.
Okay.
Jon Snow is not like
he's not a Stark.
He is and he isn't. He's the B word child. He's not. Yeah, he's from another family, but the husband, the head Stark.
Oh, Robb Stark or Richard Madden.
Yes, Robb Stark, Richard Madden. That's the head dude. So it's Richard Madden, Robb Stark versus the Lannisters. And that's the main thing going on right now. And then also the Stark children, what they're doing and everything, that's the story. But hidden below is Targaryen, her thing. I forgot the name. Daenerys. Yeah. But it's so good, bro. Like the show's so good because they have all that stuff going on and she's getting powerful every single episode and they don't even know it. And it's tough. But I love this show. I love the kingdoms and like the politics in it, like how like they're going off of like, oh, they have more men, oh, but we have more money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And all their drama in between it. And also Peter Dinklage as Tyrion Lannister is so funny, bro. He is so funny.
I've only ever seen clips of him. I've only ever seen clips. Like I know, like he's awesome.
He's my second favorite character in the show, but he's unbelievably funny. There's one scene where he's talking about like because Joffrey, he's an a-hole, everything, and like Joffrey has his head knight, Tyrion has his head knight who protects him. It's like his head of security. And so Joffrey, Tyrion is his uncle, so he can talk to him a certain way, and then Joffrey's trying to be an a-hole, going like, you can't speak to me like that, and his head knight tries to say something, and then Tyrion's like, yo, Brody, if that knight says one more thing, kill him. because the knight was like, "You don't threaten Joffrey." And then so like what he says, if that knight says one more thing, kill him. He looks straight at the knight and he's like, "You see, that's a threat. So shut up." It was just such a funny scene. I'm like, you like, he's just tough. But I love this show, man. I love Game of Thrones right now. I can't wait to finish it. I'm nervous to get to season 8, but I can't wait to finish it.
We'll see.
I know I talked a lot there. I have 2 more things to mention. I'm sorry. Next thing. I'm on season 3 of Veronica Mars.
Okay, he's watching that still. That's right.
Bro, Veronica Mars. This show is very good.
Yeah.
It's very good as well. Like, what's her name again? I'm so bad with names right now.
Kristen Bell's character.
Kristen Bell. She is awesome as Veronica Mars. The one thing I did not expect this show to do, when I finished season 1, there's a huge mystery I was telling you about earlier, remember? Like a huge mystery. Who killed her best friend? You find out, and it's crazy. It's a crazy moment, and it leads up to that moment, because there's small like mysteries she's figuring out, which are pretty fun to see. But then the last 4 episodes, it leads up to, all right, now let's get to the like actual big, huge mystery. Who killed my best friend? And then when you find out, you're like, whoa, what the heck? Like, what? And it's sick. It's really sick. Like, not sick as in cool. I mean, in a way, yes, but it's sick as in very twisted, very messed up. It's a character that you would never expect. And then you think that thing is solved, but then it carries on into season 2. And you're thinking you figured it out, but no, there's more. It comes out of the blue, out of nowhere in the last 4 episodes of season 2. And then, remember the thing I told you about? The she got R word?
Oh, yeah?
You thought you figured that out in season 1. But then it gets revealed who actually did in season 2. And when you find out who it was, you're like, oh, you're a sick person.
This show confuses me. This show seems so, like, I feel like hearing about it on the outside, it just, like, doesn't make any sense. Like,
yes,
what kind
that's
of show
what I'm
that it
talking
is.
about.
But
it's just a high school mystery type thing that is very adult, but...
Listen, it doesn't sound just like any other... It doesn't sound like a Riverdale. Like, this sounds very serious and dark.
Yes.
And, like, oh my gosh.
It's way more dark than you think, because you're having your fun moments, but when it gets to those last 4 episodes, it had the same formula. Season 1, season 2, like, the mystery's not over.
Yeah.
Bad stuff happens, and it gets very serious.
What an odd show. Interesting.
Now I'm in season 3, and they're in college now, and it's just... It gets worse and worse, bro. Like, the very first episode, like, it played into it because she visits the college she wants to go to, and it shows you the mystery she's trying to figure out that's bad on the campus. Like, it's the whole thing that she's trying to investigate now is there's a frat house that's being accused of R-wording a lot of the girls on campus, and when they do it, they shave off their whole hair.
What the heck?
Yeah, in season 2. And it carried on to season 3, and now this is the big mystery she's, like, invested in solving, because it's bad. It's very bad. But... once again, this show, it's shot like a Disney show, but it gets super serious. Super serious. And I love it.
Yeah.
I hate the situations that happen. Like, obviously. I never wish that upon anybody. But the drama and the mystery aspect of it is so good. Mm-hmm. And also, like, big huge shout out to Kristen Bell. Like, she's so good in this show, bro. Like, she's so good. And the way she solves mysteries, the way she talks, perfect. But I love the cast, too. I love Enrico Colantoni. He's Keith Mars. He plays her dad. He's super funny and cool in it. And I just love all these characters, man. Like, they're so good. But the show's unbelievable. And I highly suggest people watch it. Like, please. It's on Netflix. I don't know how long it's going to be on. It came onto there, like, 2 weeks ago. Please take advantage and watch it now.
Go watch it. Go watch it. What's your last thing, Phil?
Last thing to finish everything off. I have been getting back into watching video game cutscenes to catch up.
Okay.
And there are 2 video games that I'm about to finish.
Okay.
And it's in the same series. The Tomb Raider series.
Sick. They are, like, the new ones?
The new ones. The reboots with, so there's, I think...
Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Yes. So I finished Tomb Raider, and I finished Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I didn't like it. It's so good.
I am this close to saying Lara Croft, Indiana Jones. I am this close. Very close, bro.
All right.
Lara Croft is so cool, bro. Like,
she is awesome.
I don't know how many times it feels like I'm watching an Uncharted video game.
Oh yeah,
sometimes, bro. Like, yeah. Is that the same studio?
No.
Is it? It's just crazy because there's so many times she's jumping and ducking so much stuff and like climbing onto certain like obstacles and doing parkour the same way.
Yeah.
My bad.
I was gonna say, like, let's not forget. All right, Nathan Drake is nothing without Lara Croft, because Lara Croft came out first. Let's not forget, Lara Croft is OG PS1, baby. That's classic. So long ago. That's like 30 years ago. Jeez.
I might just pick Lara Croft as the best, bro. She might
be. Yeah, she's awesome.
I love Lara Croft. When Angelina Jolie played her in the Lara Croft movies earlier, I really liked those as a kid. I thought it was super cool. But seeing this video game, she is so cool and like so tough. Like, I love how she's always crafting stuff and using a crossbow, but also whenever she gets an assault rifle, she just goes insane, like a Red Dead Redemption game. But it's just so cool how she's going after these different artifacts, just like Indiana Jones, and she's doing parkour just like Nathan Drake. Like, it's almost like a best of both worlds thing in one. But I don't know. I really like these games, and it's cool. But I just want to put it out there that I've been watching it.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. We are 42 minutes into this episode, and we have not talked about anything that we should have.
My bad.
Let's get in to the episode proper. Phil, you watched Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Unfortunately, the rest of this slate, I did not watch anything. Okay? So I'm here, hanging out. You're going to sell me on all these movies. Let me just tell you, I want to watch Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die so badly. So I'm curious. So what did you think of the movie?
Bro, I did not watch a trailer on this movie. So I went in totally blind. All I saw a clip, and the only thing I saw was the beginning of it, where it shows Sam Rockwell's character, the man from the future, walking into the norms and just saying, hey, everybody. And then it just cuts off there, because I didn't want to know anything else.
Yeah.
Going into this, man, this movie is crazy. It's very crazy. Just to get like my rating out the way, just to like give you a little idea of what I thought. I gave this a solid 7 out of 10.
All right.
I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. This was exactly what I expected it to be, only because of how I was hearing it was. Like, I heard it was going to be pretty silly, wacky, and crazy. And so that's why I gave it grace instantly. But I did not expect from that point on. Like, the opening scene, it's probably one of my favorite opening scenes. Like,
oh, really? Ever?
Like, only because there are certain ways that movies have opened up certain things and a certain pathway they take it. And it's always, you can, like, if you've seen a lot of movies, along with you guys, you always guess, like, in these certain situations, you get, like, characters already that you get introduced to, and then, like, for 5 minutes maybe, or even 2 minutes, and then they get to this thing, and then the thing happens. Yeah. But no, it instantly gets into it, and you don't know anything about these other characters. You instantly get to know the man from the future. And I like that. It literally took me off guard. And the way he was recruiting people, so funny. Like, unbelievably funny. I was laughing along with everybody else in the theater when he was talking to certain people. And he's like, I've been through this 117 times. I already know who probably is or isn't going to join me or something like that. And how he was calling out people was unbelievably funny. Like, I just like that.
So does the movie play with time, like, a lot? Does it feel like a time travel movie? Or does it more feel like, man just comes to the present and now it's like, here's the movie?
It honestly is more of the second option. Man comes from the present, and here is the movie. But I honestly like that more. Like, it gives you stuff about his future or his timeline in the movie. But, like, what I like about it is it was just so wacky, so well choreographed on certain things. And the thing that I think really started to sell me was the certain issues that it was touching on. I did not expect the stuff that it was touching on to be, like, for it to be touched on. So I don't want to spoil it because, well, let me ask you this. What did you see in the trailer?
I just know it's AI.
That's it? Okay, so I will say this then. When they introduce the characters, there are 3 arcs that they introduce you to. And in these 3 arcs, the third one still being as serious as the other ones, but not as crazy as what they jumped onto, was nuts. And the way they connect them is really good too. The first one touches on today's issues with technology.
Okay.
All of them do.
Yeah.
The second one touches on an issue with technology, but how it affects people.
Okay.
And what people do to get past it. And I was going nuts at this one because I did not expect it to get as deep and weird as it did. And it got very silly. Very silly, but like, it was hard to laugh because it was very sad. Very sad. The third one, in a way, yes, it was sad, but it was more of like a, holy crap, people really do this type moment. But all 3 being combined, when you think about it, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Technology sucks. Like, it does. It just sucks. But I don't know. Like, the whole time I'm thinking, when I went from this one to this one to this one, all I could think was, I feel like I'm watching the most craziest and, like, wackiest episode of Black Mirror ever.
That sounds about right. It's the vibe he gave you too.
Exactly, but I love the way they told the story, because remember when we saw Weapons? It kind of does it in that way with these 3 stories. They're going on their way, and it doesn't bring it back to the, norms thing.
Yeah.
It tells the story as they are going on their journey. And I like it. And also, I did not know that Gore Verbinski was the director. Holy crap, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You already won me over with that. But this movie really did surprise me. I wanted to give it a higher rating, but it still had moments where it felt Like, once again, the issues it was dealing with, very good to talk about, very good to shine a light on, and also very well done on how to like make the issues that they were bringing up wacky, silly, serious, and scary all four at once. Like, very good on the writing side. But I think it's the ending that really got me too.
Like, you liked it or didn't like it?
I actually liked it. I don't know how everybody else is feeling about it.
I wanted to ask because I heard a lot of people say the third act sucks. Like, the third act is garbage.
It's very, like, it's almost like a mid-'80s movie type of ending. Almost like that. Which I don't mind because I liked mid-'80s movies, but I feel like he could have done a better job with it. But it's not like, I don't know which ending they're talking about because there is an ending, but then there's another ending on top of it. And that's not what I expected at all with it.
I think it was more so the entirety of the last, like, 40 minutes.
Then, yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
Okay.
I really... At first, if it ended the way it did, I feel like it would have made me feel a little neutral about it, where I, like, didn't hate it or didn't love it. I would have been like, okay. But then when it continued on, I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. What does that mean? And I was honestly kind of curious, where I was like, I kind of want to see a sequel.
Oh, really? Does it lend itself to being able to do that?
In a way, yes. But I also think that it could just end itself where it is and just call it a movie of this time and then just end it there. But I'm just very curious. I'm going to leave it there because once again, I don't want to spoil the movie, but it just really left me with a lot of like obviously questions of today. Like, are these issues that they brought up still very like problematic with the young youth of today? I say yes. A lot of other people are probably going to be like, maybe it died down a little bit, but maybe. But I say yes. I feel like it still is a problem today. But I think this movie is very important. I think it is. I think it's very important. It definitely is super silly. It definitely is over dramatized on some things. But the way it brings it up is very well done. Very well done.
The last thing I'll ask is, you think this is one of those growers where, like, the more you think about it after, the more you talk about it, the more you like it?
It's very complicated. Very complicated. Because, once again, these are issues that are definitely have already been brought up by a lot of people. And it's just a movie that definitely goes in and, like, gives in to these conversations that we've been having today. But I think, you know what, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes just because, you know, me talking about it out loud says it. I think this is something that grows on people and will continue to be talked about, only because these are serious questions and definitely some scary stuff to think about.
You bring up like these situations get brought up before in other movies and stuff. And I think it's hard for movies to like hit new ground in terms of like what it's trying to tackle. But does it present the things that it's tackling in a way that feels new, that feels fresh, that feels different? Or do you think it kind of just plays into a very samey archetype of AI bad, technology bad, call it a day, wrap up? Like, do you feel like this movie has nuance? Like, do you think there's questions here where it maybe gets into a little bit more of, well, this maybe could be good just dependent on its usage, or like this, that, whatever. And I think people will take that in different ways, because I think a lot of people want to hear, well, AI is just bad. But I think or technology is just bad. But I think the reality of most issues is there's good and bad. So I'm curious, does this movie have a nuanced take on AI, or does it fall under the whole Terminator, Avengers: Age of Ultron, like, AI sucks, it's evil, look what they're doing, you know?
I'm gonna be for real, man. This movie was a whole FAI thing. Like,
okay, valid, fine. I think in Hollywood that makes sense, but...
That's why I think this movie will grow on people, because I think that this movie was the first thing I've seen where it's just straight, like, screw AI, like, fully. Like, you knew exactly what they were trying to talk about, and instantly, I don't think there were any points in this movie where it was trying to justify it. I don't think so. I don't remember any scene where it was like, no, wait, it can be good. It can. Like, this was a whole straight, no, screw AI, and if you like it, you're gonna end up like these people. You're gonna end up like these different versions of these situations of today.
Interesting.
Like, there was no second where it was like, yeah, but if you do use it, it's going to make you... Well, actually, you know what? On the third story, maybe there is something there. Maybe. Just something little, small. But the whole movie as a whole was an screw AI movie. And I liked it. Yeah. I liked it.
All right. I definitely am going to have to watch it.
I think you should, and I really want to have a conversation about it, because the first two stories I really want to talk about. I wish you saw it so that we can go in, because I'm telling you, it hits you like a... The second one especially hits you like a rock. But yeah.
All right, Phil. And we'll transition to our second movie. Phil, you watched the new Chris Hemsworth Crime 101 film, the movie that everyone's talking about, movie of the century, some are calling it. I actually hear some people are saying this might be the greatest movie to ever touch cinemas. And I'm not saying that to be funny, because actually this movie's decent. So I want to know, Phil, is this movie bad, good, or decent?
So this movie, I've been looking forward to it ever since I saw the first trailer. When I saw the first trailer, it was in theaters because I did not hear a single thing about this movie. I didn't even know this movie was being made in production.
Yeah.
All I saw in the first trailer was Chris Hemsworth is in it. Okay. Then I see Halle Berry. Then I see Mark Ruffalo, and I'm like, what is this? And I see that Chris Hemsworth is playing a thief. And I'm like, what type of thief? Is this like Fast and the Furious, but more tame? And it kind of was like that, kind of. I was looking forward to it. I went to go see it, and I think the movie looked very good. It was shot very well. Some scenes were executed very well, but I think the issue I have with it is I don't feel like it did enough. I don't feel like it did enough. Like, once again, it looks good, and the characters are somewhat interesting, but I think that is the main problem with me with it. I didn't really grow an attachment for any of the characters. I didn't grow an attachment for Davis, who played by Chris Hemsworth. I didn't grow an attachment for Lou, played by Mark Ruffalo. I could care less about Barry Keoghan as Orman. It was kind of an annoying character in it, but Halle Berry, she was okay. I thought she was going to be a little bit more of something to me, but I think this was just a movie that it's fun and action-packed. It's something that you would expect, like, I think definitely a dad to watch out of nowhere
and
be like, yo,
hell yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like this still was more than a dad movie. I feel like it's not like Mercy. Like, I think this movie is a little like better than Mercy.
Yeah.
But I just think that the problem I have is, once again, I just couldn't. I did not care for what was going to happen with any of these characters. I was more like, I just want to see what happens. Like, I want to see, like, if a certain character dies, I'll be like, okay, all right, that was the result. But there were just so many scenes where it was like, it feels like you're learning about a character, but then it just doesn't touch enough with them. It doesn't get into that. With Chris Hemsworth's character, Davis, he pretty much plays a thief that is a honorable thief in a way. Like, he steals, but he doesn't hurt people. And he is doing that because he's trying to reach a certain goal, money-wise, to be, like, good for the rest of his life. Like, be fine. And I could respect that, but also it was a little bit shoddy with his past that they were trying to get me to personally like, and I just couldn't get behind it. Like, yeah. I feel like I understood who he was, kinda, but I didn't really grow an attachment. Like, it was hard for me to really. Well, I could. I mean, he was in the foster care system, and he ends up not really talking about, like, his parents or anything, like, when he's with his love interest, but that's because he never really knew his parents, I guess. I kind of could relate to that because I was adopted, and, you know, like, I never really knew my parents and everything, but it wasn't just that. It was just the way it was being explained to me, where I was kind of like... Did
it feel like surface level? Like, very, like average, like, oh, yeah, I've seen this before?
Yeah, kind of. I think maybe it was just my expectations were higher because this is Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that we were going to get a really, really complicated character. And I didn't feel like I got that with his character. I feel like we just got a straight... to himself, can't really open up, can't really, like, he's very emotionless most of the time. Very emotionless. Like, obviously he's angry, so that's one thing he is. Obviously he is caring because he doesn't hurt people when he is robbing them. But when he is talking, when he is trying to open up, it's very... I'm me.
Stiff.
Why don't you have any pictures up for your parents? I don't know. Like, that was kind of him the whole movie, except when he was robbing people. That's where you could see the emotion. But, like, I don't know. I just couldn't connect with him. With Mark Ruffalo's character, he plays a detective in the movie who's investigating, trying to, like, show everybody that what Davis is doing, Chris Hemsworth's character, is connected. It's one robber. He's the one doing all these Santa Barbara or whatever the freeway was robberies. His character was somewhat interesting towards the end because his character kind of develops the crime 101. Almost like he was taking a class and teaching us about what Davis is doing. And later, kind of gives in. Kind of gives. So that was one thing that I think did kind of interest me in the movie. Towards the end, throughout the whole movie, you're hearing that he is a detective who's washed up. And he's washed up because he doesn't follow the rules of the department agency that he's with. And he's like an honorable detective. He's like a dude who does things by the book and doesn't want to lose his honor, I guess. But that is also ruining his life because that's just not the game of today. That's not how things work. And later on in the movie, if I was paying attention to it, it's kind of what he does to get away with a certain thing. I don't want to spoil it to you, but it was interesting. You got to watch the movie to understand how it went, but it was interesting how he used what was being used against him to win, or to actually finally be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How did you think that? So something that I heard that I think worked for this movie, this is from what I hear, is that it has these like separate stories that then connect at the end. You know,
Yeah.
like sort of like a Stranger Things plot. You know, where it's like these characters are off doing this thing, this character's off doing this thing, and then by the end of it, we're gonna connect. It's gonna be one thing. Did you enjoy that? Like, did you find that satisfying, or were you kind of just indifferent on it?
Honestly, yes. I'm gonna say that it helped me like the movie a little bit more, but there were times when I was wondering why we were spending a lot of time here instead of over here.
Oh, the cool
and I don't know, maybe I just need to watch it again to fully understand it, because I feel like it was only much better used with Mark Ruffalo's Lou character better towards the end. But I don't know, there were times when they all did collide, when it was very like the tension was a little bit there.
Yeah.
But once again, like I didn't feel like I cared enough to go like, oh, like this is gonna be dangerous. I wonder what happens to that character. But I think that also goes into Barry Keoghan's character. Like he was kind of getting on my nerves. And I know that's what his character was kind of supposed to be, Orman, but I just really was getting annoyed with him, like overall, because it kind of was just like, I don't feel like he should be here. And towards the end, there's probably gonna be people who are gonna get in the comments going like, no, well, the thing that happens at the end that was his whole purpose. But I'm not gonna lie, that kind of feels lame to me.
Yeah,
like that kind of feels lame. That I feel like it could have been bigger with his character, and I feel like if that's really gonna be his only big moment of the movie, that pretty much sucks to me. But that's the only reason why. I'm not gonna say that Barry Keoghan sucks or anything, because he is a very talented actor. Loved him in Eternals, and I don't know, maybe we'll see something better with the Batman.
Yeah.
That part too, but I don't know. I wish that he could have been more of a nuisance. More. I wish that he had a different result than what happened in the end. But I don't know. I just wish there was a little bit more that made me care more for these characters. Personally.
Oh, what's your number score? Did you say it?
I gave this a high 6 out of 10.
Okay.
I gave it a high 6 out of 10.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, like once again, it looks incredible, and the way these different stories play out are pretty cool, but I just was expecting more. My expectations were way higher. I wanted to give it an 8 or a 9, because all these actors I love, but I just feel like the way these characters were, I wasn't drawn to like them.
Yeah. All right,
And maybe that's the whole point.
Yeah, my last question would be then, to that, does this movie feel like how do I word this? Does it feel like a Hollywood movie? You know? Like, let's get these big actors on a thing to sell a product, you know? Like, is that what it feels like?
That's what it kind of felt like to me. I'm gonna be for real. Like, at the start of this movie, like, when we're following all these different... Like, at first, the start of the movie is just Chris Hemsworth's character, Davis, performing his first robbery. Like, his first one. And that was really intense. That was really cool. Like, I loved how detailed it was. But then after that, like, when we're finally away from that situation, we're going these different areas where I'm just like... I don't know how to feel about this. Yeah. I don't know if this really gels with me so well, because it seems like we're here for too long. I wish it was a little bit more faster, a little bit more like, oh, we're here, we're there. And then finally we're going to learn. Eventually, yes, like where Halle Berry's character was and what she was doing did lead towards the end and gives you good explanation of why a certain thing is happening with the moment that she's in. But once again, I'm trying to understand her. I'm trying to understand, like, she was pretty much there just to have us learn the big robbery, I guess. But I, once again, it kind of did feel like a Hollywood movie where you had the big names in it.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking while I was watching it. I was like, I feel like this is just, we have Chris Hemsworth, we have Mark Ruffalo, we have Halle Berry, and we have Barry Keoghan. But it's just not really gelling with me.
Like, it felt really corporate.
Yeah. I didn't think this was the coolest thing ever, and I thought it was going to be the coolest thing ever. We had Hulk and Stinking Thor in a movie again with each other. Like, come on. And Storm.
I was going to say Catwoman, but...
Oh, yeah, Catwoman.
Yeah.
I mean, Thief. Think about it. Crime 101.
Connected.
But yeah, I had big expectations. It just wasn't met. Like, and I know people in the comments are gonna be all like, "Oh yeah, he wanted Superman to pop out of nowhere," and be like, "Nah, I expected more action."
A better movie, and that's fine.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well then, Phil, let's move on to the final review.
Oh, here we
Phil,
go.
of Into, Across, Mitchell's vs. the Machines, and K-pop Demon Hunters fame, you have Sony Pictures animation team that is on probably a generational run. A run we probably haven't seen since early DreamWorks and Pixar days.
Yep.
So Phil, I want to know, does GOAT continue the legacy of that team?
I think so.
Whoa. I think so.
I
Not
think
a definite
so.
yes.
I think so. With this movie, I always get nervous when it comes to basketball movies sometimes, or just sports movies in general, because I feel like you can do too much and then also forget that we have to follow a story sometimes. Like, I feel like you go way more into that, but I feel like this was the best of both worlds. Like,
Okay.
this movie did a good job of, one, let me just get out the way, this is definitely targeted towards kids. It's an animated movie. It has a lesson about being small in a big world. This was towards kids, just letting y'all know before I get into it. But also, this is for basketball fans. This is 1000% a very good basketball movie. If anybody says anything different, I don't think you're a basketball fan. Just to get out the way, guys, before y'all say I'm a Golden State Warriors writer, I am a Laker fan. Huge Laker fan. I do not like Stephen Curry. He makes me angry whenever I even see him play against my team, or even if he gets a win. He's a great person, though. Great person, though. Off the court, great person, though. But watching this movie, this was very cool. Very cool. If you don't know too much about Stephen Curry, point guard for the Golden State Warriors, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time. Me as a basketball fan, seen him play, seen him do stuff, and in this movie, the GOAT, the main character, shout out to the animation team. Like, they don't just make the GOAT move and the way he dribbles the ball, and all these other characters, the way they dribble the ball is so cool, but they incorporated so much of how Stephen Curry moves into the GOAT character.
That's cool.
And I thought that was very impressive. Like, obviously, he's wearing Stephen Curry's shoes because Stephen Curry was a producer on this movie. Huge shout out to you. I'm so glad you made this movie. Because it was just so cool to see, like, so many of these games, these one-on-ones, these little trick shots, these moves, and the animation just so fluid, so amazing. Like, I was really thinking, the one thing in my head that I was really going to be like thinking about, if they don't use these animals in unique ways to move this ball, to score, to do wacky, crazy stuff, like in NBA Jam, I'd like this movie. And let me tell you, when these characters would do a certain thing, when they'd have their tail dribble the ball, when they would like use their wings or whatever to like make the ball flow or something, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. But what I really liked was, even though I am a basketball fan, I feel like I can totally understand where this story is going without even knowing anything about basketball. Like, it was so nice to watch, and I was in the theater, like, I went with some of my friends, but also there were a lot of kids in the theater, and there were a lot of times, like, this movie was very funny, and there were so many times, like, kids were laughing, kids were, like, yelling and screaming, kids were having fun, like, with certain things going on in the movie, and I love that. But I could tell, like, some of the people in the theater probably weren't huge basketball fans, but they wanted to go see an animated movie, and this delivered on it. Like, there were so many characters, like Caleb McLaughlin as Will Harris. Like, there were so many times I was thinking, is Shameik Moore in this movie or something? Is this Miles Morales? Because there were, like, definitely, like, huge, like, some connections of Miles Morales with this GOAT character. Definitely. Like, there were big connections there. Gabrielle Union as Jet Fillmore. Very good voice acting, but also a really cool character. I feel like low-key Stephen Curry was taking shots at LeBron, because Jet is definitely LeBron in this movie. Jet is definitely 1000% LeBron. But definitely an interesting character that I really liked in the movie, about a character afraid to let go of something they've had forever. There was another character that I thought was really funny. Nick Kroll as Moto.
I love Nick
Unbelievably
Kroll.
funny.
I love Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll in this movie plays a reptile that is on the basketball team that is so funny. Anytime this reptile got onto the screen, everybody, I mean every kid in the crowd was laughing their butt off, because you know Nick Kroll from Big Mouth and all those other, like, this character is not exactly like Big Mouth, very inappropriate, by the way, but definitely the energy is still there. The joke, the mannerism, unbelievably funny. But it had a lot in this movie that kids could really like, whether it was silly, whether it was a good message, whatever, was just colorful. It was really awesome. And definitely the games, the basketball games that were being played on these different crazy cool courts that they had in these different, like the Tundra, the Safari, whatever you want to call it. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, like, I really liked how they took an idea and like about having these animals play basketball, and really just went with it in the most like imaginative way possible. Like the way they were draining shots, the way they were dribbling the ball, the way they were playing defense. So cool. And I just loved it. It was definitely a movie geared towards kids and geared towards basketball fans. But I think they delivered, bro. Like I think they definitely delivered. And I'm gonna say I don't want a sequel. Because I think that this movie is
Phil's
fine.
saying he doesn't want a sequel. Whoa.
I don't think I want it to, because I feel like this ends on a good note. And I feel like it could get a sequel, but I feel like it's good just to have this and let it be its own thing. But right now, Sony Pictures is on a roll where so many of their movies, everybody wants a sequel for. Mitchell's vs. Machines, we're getting a sequel with that, but everybody wants a sequel for that.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, we all know we're getting sequels for that. We're getting spin-offs. K-Pop Demon Hunters, that came out. Nobody expected it to be that crazy, but once they watched it, we need 3, 4, 5 different next movies. This one, I can see a sequel here. I can see something there. And I feel like there's going to be people who definitely want to see it. But to me, I feel like this is one of the movies where you just let it sit and just let people want a sequel, but also just keep having them come back to this really good story. Because that's another thing. They do a really good job on just telling a story of a kid who is too small, or is considered too small to do something they dream about. But really, all you gotta do is believe in yourself. All you gotta do is just keep practicing and going as hard as you can to achieve that goal. And I think they clearly deliver that message so well. And I just think having that be modeled after Stephen Curry, very cool. Because if you guys don't know, that's literally his story. He's not really a small guard, but he is a small guard. And he isn't the most athletic, but the coolest thing he can do is shoot threes. And before, that wasn't a big thing that you could really do in the NBA. It's a nice thing you could do, space the floor, but now he's made it a necessity in the NBA. Now he's made it where it doesn't matter how small you are. If you could shoot a 3-ball, that's huge in the NBA. And I just like how that was the story with this. Yeah. Like, really good. It was like a children's coloring or whatever type of book come to life.
That's so awesome.
Oh, isn't that good?
Dude, that's so awesome. I want to watch it so badly. It's like the one. I'm so behind. I can't wait to freaking catch up on movies over these next couple weeks before we hit March, because March is going to get crazy. We're going to be watching a lot. So, anything else you want to say on GOAT before we close?
Honestly, guys, just please go and watch it. And please, like, if you have a little brother, little sister, like anybody who feels like they're small in this big world, take them to go watch this movie, because it's very good for that. Yeah, like literally. It's a hopeful movie. But I liked it.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of the Film Podcast, episode 49. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on all things, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. And for all you Spotify fans, follow us there, because the audio listeners, you get all the love. You deserve all the love. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Take it easy.